anything like that. No good. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's going into the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
Hit it, Roy.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program, where we talk to sports and other stuff, like the Jurassic period. Yeah, speaking of which, who was the most articulate dinosaur back in the day? Anyone?
No idea.
The Saurus Rex. Oh man, that's one of my better jokes. And if you disagree, you can jump off a cliff, you little migrants. I'm Roy Harter, and here's your host, Mr. Eastside David McDonald, everybody.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Roy. Thank you so much. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Loud and clear, buddy.
Sadly, I'm having yet another technical issue. Well, I shouldn't say yet another. We had been good with the technical issues for quite some time. And then Fios replaced Optimum. And while I've been told Fios is a better product, the internet on the second floor, at least over here, stinks like poop.
Sorry to hear that, buddy.
Can you hear me now? No, I cannot.
No. So it's a bit of a disaster, but we have a fantastic sports show for you. And we decided, no, we're not going to let any BS, any internet issues stop us, prevent us from dominating. We have a lot to get to. Oh, God. And so I'm doing the phone. I'm doing the show on my phone. And it's where the microphone is. I don't want to touch it, so I put my phone there. But yes, if I get animated, I'm sure the phone's going to slide. But we're going to make do, and it's going to be a fantastic episode because we have so many things to discuss. Viral things, one after another. And let's get right to it. Let's not waste any time.
Nope.
The Phillies Karen has gone viral. Roy, I don't know if you saw this over the weekend, but the Philadelphia Phillies were playing some team there, and a guy hit was it a foul ball or a home run? I forget which one it was, but I think it might have been a foul. I don't know. Anyway, ball goes into the stands. The dad runs across to pick it up, and then some lady with the soccer player haircut and the glasses starts screaming at him. And the guy goes, ah! Well, actually, here, did you have the video, Robert?
David, you may not be able to watch this video. Are you not able to hear it?
I can't hear it. Can you hear it, Roy?
I can't hear it, but the good news is that I've seen this video quite a few times.
Past few days. It's made the rounds.
The video's made the rounds. Now, thoughts and opinions of that incident, Roy Harter.
Shameful, David. Absolutely shameful. I think there was some audio captured of her after the fact as well, and I think it was her belligerence that really kind of turned everyone against her. Shameful behavior from a grown woman, David.
Shameful behavior from the. Do you have that other video, Robert?
Yeah.
Of the one, and try to see if the audio works on this one.
It works on everybody's end except yours.
Except for ours, David.
So the audience will hear it.
All right, well, then there's no point in us listening.
Hey, get out of there!
Yeah, so there she was. There she was yelling. You sure the audience is going to hear that?
Yeah, they'll hear it. They always do.
Okay.
I have the same thing every week. I never hear the videos. I just see stills of the video.
Oh, I see, because I'm on the phone.
It's the phone, yeah.
It's the phone.
Okay. All right. Well, the woman, she's screaming at the guy. Those were our seats. Those were our seats. You got that ball under our seats.
Yeah, as if like that, as if that means it's your property.
Now she's wearing a Philadelphia Phillies shirt. You would imagine that she is a baseball fan and somewhat familiar with baseball etiquette. There is no, the ball was under my seat. There is no territory system as a baseball fan. You don't go, hey, I'm sitting here, so it belongs to me. That's never been a thing. It's every man for himself.
Yeah, that only.
Yeah.
That only takes place. That rule is only in place when you're standing in front of a urinal. What's ever in front of that urinal is your property and no one else's. I learned that in church, David.
All right, Jesus Christ, you sick bastard. But the point is, dude, how? And so then the internet went to now at the same time the dad. What's with the dad hands going like this? Whoa! See the dad. Why do you react like that? Now I think he was being sarcastic. I think he was being like, "Oh my God, look at bleached haircut." What's that lady's name on the soccer team?
Megan Rapinoe.
There you
Megan
go.
Rapinoe. The Megan Rapinoe look, which is always a problem. That is absolutely the look of every HR, leader in the United States of America. The worst department in the U.S. The entire country would be so much better if every HR person just blew up right now, just spontaneously exploded. And the reason why this clip went viral, I'm telling you, she's everything that men are talking about these last 5 years. Just women, sometimes, with all due respect, I'm not saying this to be sexist, to be misogynistic. I'm not.
Uh-oh. Thank you for taking us off camera.
God tried to put me on. How come? Put your YouTube back on camera.
It seemed like things were going to get a little misogynistic. I don't know.
They're not. They're not. It's just this. Women, we've reached a point where we just want to be left the fuck alone. Can you just stop being busybodies? Can you just stop inserting yourself into every situation? Can you just stop being entitled? Can you just stop invading male territories? Let's be honest, like sports and Star Wars and Marvel, and then screaming, we need to make it all about us. Well, it starts off like this. I'm a cool chick. I'm into sports. And you're like, oh yeah, I like that cool chick, Megan. She's into football. And then 2 years later, it's like, if the men aren't playing with pink leotards, then this whole fucking league is sexist. And if I don't have male cheerleaders, and if I don't get free foul balls, the whole league is missing. It's okay to have male spaces and female spaces. It's okay to acknowledge reality. It's okay to say that, you know what, some things, they tend to attract a male-dominated audience, sports being one of them. And we're just sick and tired of, she is a Karen, and we're just sick and tired of this type of person ruining everyone else's fucking good time. That's what's happening. There have been too many of these type of people who are simply a buzzkill, a pain in the ass, a stick in the mud. They are annoying, and we just want to be left alone and have some fun in America in 2025. That's it. So that is, I'm telling you, that this woman represents something a little bit bigger than just being a bitch at a baseball game and taking a foul ball away from some dopey father and the kid. And by the way, at the end of the day, she doesn't have any awareness that the guy immediately put the ball. But the saddest thing about the video was the dad put the ball in the kid's glove. He was so proud. And then he hugged him. And
gave him a
His eyes were closed. Like, this is the happiest moment of my life.
Yeah, and
he
honestly,
fucking interrupts that. You know, a father, like, it's actually like a cartoon of, hey, Grok, show me a dad blissfully hugging his child. You would have like a father, like his eyes and his, it's like a family circus fucking comic strip. And this woman's got no goddamn self-awareness and she screams at him while he's hugging the kid. Oh, I love you so much.
Yeah.
She's, that belonged to me. That belonged to me. Maybe I'm not trying to be misogynistic, and I'm not trying to be sexist. Ladies, could you shut? I don't want any goddamn fucking piano playing right now. I know what you're trying to do with the fucking piano. You're trying to play it over what I'm right about to say. Because I don't want to be sexist or misogynistic, Roy.
Okay, neither do I, David.
But let me tell you something, ladies. Could you leave us the fuck alone and shut the fuck up for a second? Could you just, ladies, could you just shut the fuck up for a second? No, seriously. Seriously. No, seriously. Ladies, you've had a good 5 years of telling everyone what to do, being so entitled, wanting and demanding everything. Now it's the time. Shut the fuck up. That's not
David.
misogynistic. That's a request.
Where's all this anger coming from, David? I've never seen you like this.
The video that we just watched of a man having a beautiful moment at a baseball game with his son. And who had to ruin it? Some middle-aged goddamn entitled cunt. And that's who's ruining everything that guys like. Star Wars, Marvel, sports. I'm sorry. That's what's going on. And that's why the clip went viral. And people are saying, we have now had enough. It's not, women can have Barbie and the Twilight franchise and the goddamn Desperate Housewives and The Bachelor. No, but I mean, let's not pretend that there aren't franchises designed for females. But how come the franchise is designed for males? If there's a franchise designed for a male, it's toxic.
Well, I mean, that's on the homosexuals. I mean, I think ultimately, I choose not to watch those shows. Sometimes I do, just to see what's going on, but I don't know. They don't really bother me too much. But I think the Star Wars stuff, I think, is a bit more goes a bit deeper than just women, David. I'd go that bends politically.
Well, I mean, that too. But my point is, with all due respect, it is Kathleen Kennedy, the woman in charge, who's introducing these politics into male franchises and sports and things and products that guys are trying to tell people we're dumb males and we just want our dumb distractions.
So
bread and circuses. Bread and services. Let the dumb men have our distractions with our superheroes, our space fucking adventures, and our sports. That's all anyone's saying, and we don't need everything else. We don't need social issues and stuff introduced into this thing. And this Karen went viral because she became the poster woman of that. Of like, you know what? Enough's enough. Let a father and son have a nice moment at a baseball game. You goddamn nosy twat.
I think she's absolutely in the wrong, but I also think the dad's a little messed up too. Like, if the kid runs and gets the foul ball, this isn't a story. The woman's not going to yell at a little kid for doing that. That's what kids are supposed to do.
In all honesty, I honestly don't know about that. I think this Karen was yelling at everyone. Honestly.
Fair enough. I would feel a lot more strongly if she was yelling at the kid who chased it. We've got a fully grown man. His kid's at least 12. That's chasing down a foul ball. What's he going to do next? Go to Disney World? It's time to grow the fuck up and get through this arrested development of chasing down the foul ball, buddy. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
His son. He did it for his son.
His son was perfectly capable of doing it. He's coddling his son. If you were at a game with your dad, you would have chased it down.
No. I thought you were going to go towards the dad shouldn't give up the ball. That I would agree with you. The guy hits a home run or foul ball or whatever it is. The dad's like, oh my God, it's 10 feet to our right. If I go after it, because guess what, Robert? I've been to baseball games with my kids before. They're frozen like a deer in headlights. They're not going to be thinking like that. But the adult who goes, oh my God, that's 10 feet to my right. I'm going to go grab the ball. And he put it in his son's mitt and he hugged his son. No, everything leading up to that, the dad was the hero. When the lady comes up to him, that dad, now I think the hands thing was sarcasm. I hope it was. I hope he wasn't actually that rattled that he was like freaking out. But at the same time, you got to be able to start saying, guys got to start to be saying, no, that's okay. Go fuck yourself. My kid's going to keep this ball.
Absolutely.
I would have even used that language. I would have.
I know you would have kept that ball, David. I know that for a fact.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is I would have said, with all due respect, ma'am, I got this ball. We're at the ballpark. I hustled for the ball. I give it to my son to make a nice moment. So with all due respect, you got to go fuck yourself now.
And I'm saying what my dad would have said was, you're right, ma'am. Here's the ball. If my son really wanted it, he would have gone and gotten it himself.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's a little bit tougher love. I think maybe perhaps this is why America's declining a bit, that we're getting dads to go get the balls, not 12-year-olds.
I think I would have got it for my son too.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not. The kid is just sitting there watching the fucking game like a dope. It's up to the dad to get that ball. Honestly, you're speaking like someone with no kids. You're speaking like 31-year-old Bobby Tamburro.
What are your pronouns anyway, Bobby?
He, him.
His pronouns, Roy, are Ka and Gala. No, I was. Yeah, why did the dad give that ball up though? Just say, lady, I don't think
he just wanted to make peace. He had this raging woman right in his face.
He did.
He probably just said, "Here, lady, take the ball, leave us alone," before you create some kind of scene.
And I would agree if it was any other ballpark in the world. But you're a Phillies fan. You're at the Phillies stadium. Sparta kick that bitch down the stairs. Everybody's going to cheer you on. You'd be a Philly legend.
Yeah.
Well, there was a happy ending. Number one, after the woman got the ball, we're not going to show it. Just look it up yourself. The whole section turned on her. They booed her. They heckled her to the point where she had to give up and give fingers to the entire section. So the entire section turned on the woman. Hysterical. That's number one. Number two, the Phillies found out about it, and they brought the kid down to the dugout or, the clubhouse. They gave him all kinds of signed balls, bats. So the whole family made out with a whole bunch of stuff. So it actually had a happy ending. But I mean, it's come on, people, come on.
I also think there's a certain point where you go, this stuff's for kids. Like if you're an adult by yourself there, you're not getting souvenirs. You know what I mean? Like we saw the same thing with the Polish billionaire taking the hat at the US Open. Like it's for kids. Stop. Just grow up. If you want to enjoy the sport, go and enjoy the sport. I get it. You're going with your kids. You're going to bring a glove, catch some foul balls for them. You're not there sagging them down for you. You know what I mean? Like, let the kids be kids.
The biggest thing is that she took it from a kid, and she's not going to be able to live that down. And I'm sorry. If you're an adult, you can't figure that out. Also, it's a Harrison Bader home run or foul ball or whatever. Now, the more I think about it, I think it was a home run.
Do you guys think she drives a...
Harrison Bader. No, here's my point. It's not Ted Williams. Or if we're talking about modern-day ball players who are going to go into the Hall of Fame, it's not Ohtani, it's not Aaron Judge, it's Harrison Bader. It's not even a big deal player. Come on.
Do you guys think that she drives a Subaru, if you know what I mean?
Yes. Yep. A Subaru Outback.
An Outback. Yeah. You think she's got an Outback in the drive? I was just curious if that was
Crosstrek.
Okay.
Now, that's number one.
She wears combat boots all the time, Roy.
Okay. Leave that poor woman alone. And by the way, I will say this. Someone said online, they're like, because then they found out her identity. You know, they're trying to they're trying to find out, you know, or she got hunted by the internet so she could be doxxed and put everywhere on.
Oh, this poor woman. Oh my God. I feel bad for her.
Well, that's why you don't do things like that, Roy. This is why I told you. Be nicer to people. I'm nice to people.
If Roy did this, it wouldn't be the skinny man commercial going forward. Somebody who will fight for you.
Let me tell you something. If Roy did this, it would be the greatest thing that ever happened for our show. Because we'd be known as the goddamn show that stole goddamn baseball memorabilia from kids. Like, we would be the most evil, fantastically sinister show in the history of sports.
The ultimate heel.
So I hope Roy goes to that. Oh, no! You know what to do?
Oh, no. I hate when you say that, David.
We go to a shh. Don't tell anyone this. This is a great idea.
Okay.
We go to a goddamn Mets game. We put Bo 3 feet to our left. We pray that Bo gets the foul ball, and then we punch him in the face and take it. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know that we know Bo. Like, you know, we're gonna work like a wrestling angle here, but then we'll get the heat that the Phillies Karen got, and everyone's gonna be like, "Well, can you believe it?" And and they're a sports podcast. The ones that assaulted that poor boy, that poor nice young Latino Jewish boy or whatever he is.
And Bobo wouldn't even have to act. He would be genuinely upset we took the foul ball. He would give interview. I don't know why they took the ball. I caught the ball. They took it from me.
And, well, no, even better. We are genuinely going to punch him in the face and assault him. Because we got to make it look real. It's like, you know, if you put a celebrity in a wrestling ring, you tell them to hit the wrestler, don't pull your punch. This ain't Hollywood where you can miss by 5 inches and we got a camera angle. You got people sitting in the front row. You got to really slap them. So we're going to have Roy punch him in the face, and then I'm going to take a souvenir baseball bat and crack him over the head with it. When Roy gets him doubled over, I'm going to have Roy punch him in the stomach, and then he's going to go like that. And then when he's down, bam! And I'm going to crack the bat over his stupid head. And then Robert is
I'll be filming, so we get the close-up angle.
No, we'll get Big A to film, because Big A would love to film an assault, like a snuff film on Bo. You know that would be right up his alley. Yeah. But then what I'm thinking is, after I crack him in the head with the baseball bat and he's kind of like he's over, Robert comes and curb stomps him. You know, we get like a
Dan. Bite the curb.
Exactly. And like that's a great. We will go so viral. Okay. The Phillies Karen will have nothing on us. They'd be like, well, the Phillies Karen wasn't actually pretty bad. Those 3 guys, like, basically clockwork orange that Mets fan.
And it's New York, so we'll be out before the game's over. We'll be able to catch the second half of the game.
This is the best idea of all time. It's like when Andy Kaufman put in they got Bob Zamuda to intentionally heckle him. We're going to intentionally put in Bo, and then we're going to intentionally assault him. To the point of, I would like it if he had to get taken out of the stadium on a stretcher, Roy.
We'll just have to now intentionally find a player that's willing to hit a foul ball our way. I mean, that's the missing key here.
Listen, we'll go to Soto. We'll be like, hey, Soto, we'll make it worth your while. Hit the fucking foul ball to section 124G.
Yeah. Guys, we don't even need them to hit the ball. If we go to the outfield, we can just get one of the players to throw it up. Like, we could give Bo a sign, like, it's my Make-A-Wish or something.
You know
really
what?
Ham it up.
Honestly, no, you're right. We can get Big A. He's filming this whole thing. Go down like 6 rows. Bo's as blind. Bo is as blind as a bat. So
that's true.
Me, you, and Roy just go, oh, it's a foul ball. It's coming our way. And then we'll have Andrew literally throw it to Bo. And then when Bo catches it, he's all happy. Then we fuck him up. Like it's Deliverance.
The best part is going to be everybody else in the section being like, it wasn't even a real foul ball. They set it up just to beat up this disabled man.
Oh, yeah. We're going to definitely be on one of those, like, YouTube pranks gone wrong segment where it's like, yeah, look at these three people who had to get tased and shot by the NYPD after nearly pummeling some dorky Mets fan to death.
The best part's going to be when Bo freaks out and his Mets love takes over and he just beats up all three of us while we try to fight it. He all of a sudden just gets magnificent strength.
Yeah, no, that is true. He does have that.
He's been lifted for UPS,
strength.
you know? Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, oh yeah. Now,
he can load a truck.
We all danced the tango around that, didn't we?
Well, I went with Incredible Hulk.
I went with Love of the Mets.
Yeah. Ryan Clark. Listen to me now.
Sorry, David. Sorry.
Ryan Clark is a gentleman we've discussed on this show.
So Ryan Clark is a guy on ESPN who we have discussed on this very show before because remember when Chris Mad Dog Russo a few years ago first joined First Take, and we covered a very awkward, uncomfortable segment where Chris Mad Dog Russo, his name is Mad Dog. He literally was brought into First Take so that Stephen A. Smith could have someone he could yell at, and so that someone would yell at Stephen A. Smith, okay? It was, yeah, I'm going to have basically another Stephen A. in here, you know, and Mad Dog's going to bring the thunder, bring the electricity. He's a radio Hall of Famer. Everyone knows who Mad Dog is, and Stephen A. Smith is a major fan of Chris Mad Dog Russo, which is why he brought him in. Remember, the very first time Mad Dog's there, him and Ryan Clark are getting into a football discussion. Mad Dog is doing his usual, you know, he's excitable. And Ryan Clark goes, hey, don't you be yelling at me. Don't you be yelling at me. And Mad Dog's like, what? What are you talking about? We're on ESPN screaming about football. This is what we do. And Ryan Clark made it some kind of weird, awkward, uncomfortable segment where basically was, you know, trying to bully Mad Dog and be like, hey, you don't be yelling at me, man. You don't be. And Chris Russo was like, what is he talking about? This is who I am. Well, now, flash forward a couple of years later, the NFL Network has had this guy, Peter Schrager, on their airwaves for years and years and years. And in fact, he's in the Madden football games. Yep. He's very much synonymous with the NFL and has been synonymous with the NFL for years. He's a reporter. Okay, just straight up reporter, not a former player or anything like that. Just a straight up reporter. But still, the guy's been in NFL Network for a long time now.
He's an own entity.
Right. He just joined First Take. Okay? He just joins First Take, and Ryan Clark basically implies, well, this Peter Schrager knows nothing of what he's talking about since he never played in the NFL. Jesus. Okay? Watch this clip. All right, Robert, play this clip for the audience.
This morning,
Roy, you just take my word.
Okay, you look at A.J. Brown, which is this number one wide receiver who got one target all night,
but
and then you got CeeDee Lamb.
Hear this.
But that's when was the one target? That's the target.
What Ryan Clark is doing right now.
I'm saying you could have it both ways. 54 seconds left in the game on 2nd and 11. It was the one target. He runs the out route.
You wake up this morning saying A.J. Brown had a better day than CeeDee Lamb?
And it's amazing
A.J. Brown's team is 1-0.
Of course.
Right, like that's what I get it. But the thing is this though, and we shouldn't do this on TV, and so I apologize if people think this is rude. That's the non-player.
Oh, stop! CeeDee Lamb is.
Let me tell you why. I'm not looking at fantasy football, Ryan. I'm not. Don't belittle me like that. I could come in and say, as 3 ex-players are saying one thing, and give an alternative perspective that maybe CeeDee Lamb did play well. And Peter, what I need for you to do is not get mad and let me finish for one.
Okay, go on.
It wasn't about you. It was going to be about me.
Okay.
As a player, I can't speak for CeeDee Lamb. I'm speaking for.
What is Ryan Clark's problem? He goes to the guy Peter Schrager is making a football point, and Ryan Clark just goes, well, look, I hate to say this, but that's why I just wish, that everybody played in the league, because if you didn't play in the league, you don't really. he basically says that this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. So, you know what? This Peter Schrager guy should just pack up his stuff and jump off of the ESPN tower and kill himself. There's no reason for him to be there, according to Ryan Clark. If you're not a former player, according to Ryan Clark, you have no business discussing the NFL.
That's a salient point, because if you think about all the greatest coaches of all times, the guys who really understood the game, all of them were former NFL players, right?
And it's like people like Ryan Clark don't understand. They're the people who will cause a league's popularity to decline, and no league is untouchable. Boxing for 50 years was number one sport in America. It's not anymore. It's not even close anymore.
Not even combat.
Then baseball was a number one sport, and it does well in popularity, but it doesn't touch football. Basketball, we know, is right now in a serious popularity decline, where television ratings are going in the toilet the last 2 years. People are sick and tired of the arrogance of a lot of these athletes and former athletes. No, and by the way, can I just remind everyone, a day before Ryan Clark said that and by the way, Peter Schrager goes in that segment, there's no reason for you to belittle me. Yeah, he's right. He's right. That's exactly what Ryan Clark was doing. He was belittling and condescending and talking down and being dismissive of Peter Schrager. He was acting like a total cunt to him. But this same Ryan Clark, right? Because he's the expert of football since he played in the league. He's the expert, right?
Yeah, so he claims.
2 days before, on First Take, or maybe it was the NFL show, but regardless, on ESPN, Ryan Clark goes, Patrick Mahomes is a generational talent as a quarterback, but I don't see Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady as generational quarterbacks.
I don't know, David. You lost me on that one.
Hold on. Time out. Ryan Clark doesn't see Tom Brady as a generational quarterback, the greatest QB of all time. He doesn't see him as a generational quarterback.
And he wasn't trying to make the point. He transcends generations. What a dumbass.
He's caught up with the fact that, Mahomes can do a no-look pass and Tom Brady doesn't do that, I guess. No, I mean, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, either we were watching CTE manifest itself live on the air, or this guy, he has actually some issues, and I'm not even going to wade into what those issues are. But I'll tell you one thing. He's yelling at Chris Mad Dog Russo. He's belittling and yelling at Peter Schrager. He thinks that Tom Brady is not a generational quarterback. First of all, Ryan Clark is a complete and utter moron. He's a fool. He's stupid. He's a stupid person. Just because you're arrogant and just because you think you're right about stuff doesn't mean you are. And it doesn't mean you're intelligent. He's not. He's an inarticulate bum.
Whoa, harsh words, David.
I said it.
Now, do you like that he took the high road in response to Clark?
I mean, what would you do? What would you do?
What would I do to him? What would my response be? What are you looking for, David?
Yeah.
What would I do?
I can appreciate that.
Well, if I was within striking distance from him, I'd probably pop him in the mouth, David.
So that's Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark stinks. And as you can see, it is me, the Dave Man, now by myself. Roy and Robert have left me. They've disappeared. And I love them so much, but they've disappeared. And let's just be honest, technology. It was very dependable 5 years ago. And somehow, just like everything else, technology has become undependable. And we don't know why that is the case. But it is. But the thing about the Davey Mac Sports Program is, just like John Cena, we never give up. No. We have a show to do, and we're going to finish it off with me, the Dave Man, giving you the NFL. Since we had the big NFL weekend. First of all, Giants. I was told that the Giants were going to be good. Chris Pepper Stanley, last week on the Davey Mac Sports Program football special preview, told me that he thought the Giants might make the playoffs. Well, the Giants went out there, played the Commanders, and they lost 21-6, and yet again showed the most feeble offense in the league with the worst offensive line in the NFL. You know, it's only been 10 years of looking at a dreadful offensive line. You'd think maybe one of these years, general manager would fix that. But, you know, Joe Shane, the Giants general manager, he can't be bothered to fix the offensive line. No. Brian Daboll stinks. Joe Shane stinks. Both guys stink. Daboll needs to get fired. We need a new head coach. And Joe Shane, complete disaster. And honestly, utter failure on the same level of Dave Gettleman. We've had back-to-back catastrophic failures as general managers of the New York Football Giants. It's time for a change. This is pathetic. Week one, all of that positivity and optimism that every single Giants fan had, all of it, just in the toilet on week one. Same old Giants. They couldn't do anything. What happened to Brian Daboll? Does he understand the concept of throwing the football down the field? Because here's what happens when you run it on first down and run it on second down and then think you're going to get anywhere, 3rd and 9 with a screen. Because then Malik Neighbors gets tackled after 2 yards. It's 4th and 8 or 4th and 7, and you're punting. It's the same thing with the Giants every single season. You'd think you'd have a few fast guys like a Wan'Dale Robinson and the Malik Neighbors. Just go long. Russell Wilson, just throw it long, so that we can open up the run game. But that doesn't happen with the Giants ever. No one ever uses their brain. Disgusting, horrible, embarrassing debut for the New York Football Giants, in my estimation. Honestly, terrible. Number 2, Cowboys, Eagles. That kicked off the NFL season on Thursday. I'll tell you this. Cowboys didn't look that bad. You know who looked bad? CeeDee Lamb of the Cowboys. He was the one Cowboy who did look bad. I take that back. The Cowboys didn't look bad except for CeeDee Lamb, because his drops literally cost them the game. They were good enough to win. They were good enough to beat the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles. And they didn't do it. Friday, Chiefs lost to the Chargers in Brazil. Strange game there. YouTube. They had the YouTube preview show. The guys knew no one could wear a tie. All the guys had to have T-shirts and jeans. So you had Derek Carr, who just retired from the NFL, in T-shirt and jeans, because we're on YouTube. We have to look cool. We're the Mr. Beast platform, so we got to be cool. So none of our analysts could dare wear a tie or pants or slacks or khakis. We have to be the T-shirt and jeans. We get it, YouTube. Sometimes it's a little obvious. It's sometimes when you do stuff like that, actually it backfires, and you come across kind of dorky, in my opinion. Like YouTube trying to be like, we're cool, makes you a little bit uncool with the T-shirt and jeans on your pre-show. Didn't care for it. Bills beat the Ravens on Sunday Night Football in insane game. If you watched it, the Bills were down 40-25 with 4 minutes to go, and they get a touchdown, a Derrick Henry fumble, and then another touchdown. Unbelievable. Oh, and then they had to get the ball and get a field goal. By the way, can I just say this, folks? I've been saying this for a long time. If I'm an NFL coach, okay, I never go for a 2-point conversion until 4 minutes and under in the fourth quarter. That's it. Because that dope Sean, whatever, McDonough, whatever, the Bills coach. He goes for 3 2-point conversions, and they miss out on all 3. So he has to kick a field goal to win the game with no time on the clock. Okay, but here's the thing, dummy. If you had just gone for the extra point all 3 of those times, you would have still had your 1-point win, right? And then you could have just run out the clock and not even worry about going for a last-second field goal. Could have just had 3 extra points. Why are coaches doing this? Why do they ever chase points? Why do they ever go for 2 points in the first half or even in the third quarter? Kick the extra point every single time until you have to go for 2, which is the fourth quarter. Makes no sense. Lamar Jackson played well. Josh Allen was incredible. Derrick Henry had an incredible game until the fumble. He was, 170 plus yards, I believe he ran for. Can't fumble that ball, though. Lions, they got spanked by the Packers 27-13. I have a bad feeling about the Lions this year. Do you? I do. Micah Parsons got a sack. Green Bay's pumped up. They look like they're going to be big-time contenders this year. The Vikings and Lions are going to take a step back, and the Packers are taking a step forward. Bengals beat the Browns 17-16 after this awful Cleveland kicker missed an extra point and a couple of really easy 32-yard field goals. Pathetic. Aaron Rodgers goes back to the Jets, to Jet Life Stadium, and he defeats Gangrene 34-32. I believe Rodgers had 4 touchdowns. Said he was happy to beat everyone in the organization after the game. Ouch. And Vikings-Bears on Monday Night Football tonight. Folks, football's back. Baseball, we're heading into the crunch time. Right now, as we speak, the Yankees trail the Toronto Blue Jays by 2 games. They beat the Blue Jays 2 out of 3. Not going nuts on the Yankees. I still would love to see Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone both be fired. Yep. But I'm still going to be rooting for the New York Yankees. And who knows? Maybe they can pull off a miracle here and win this division here. We'll see. All right, look, that's going to do it. I want to thank you all very, very much. And I love you very, very much. Thank you. I love you. For Roy Harter, for Bobby Tamburro, my name is Davey Mac. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program. Good night, everybody.
Mm-hmm.